Welcome back. Top Great Reviews YouTube channel. Top 5 Best Gaming Controllers in 2024 Review channel. The following list of the best controllers was chosen based on a number of factors. Not only did we consider controllers across the budget spectrum, we also take into account general availability, as well as gamepads well suited to specific genres such as first-person shooters, FPS, racing games, and fighting games. Rest assured, then, that if you regularly game on, you'll find a controller in the list below that's suited to your budget and preferences. Best gaming controllers you can buy right now. We have analyzed the market and listed this 5 best gaming controllers for you. For more amazing tech products, reviews, and suggestions, subscribe to our channel. We will try our best to present you with the best tech product that you can buy now. Product links in the description box. In this video, we be covering best gaming controllers, including what they are, why you may want to choose them, and some of the best options out there. PDP Victrix Pro. The Victrix BFG Pro keeps things aesthetically straightforward with its ergonomic black finish and purple accents, with a purple X coming through the touchpad when connected. You'll notice straight away the modules that come screwed into the left and right sides of the controller and come out of the box in an asymmetric layout. The Victrix Pro BFG is one of the nicest feeling controllers I've had in my hands for a long time. The sticks, buttons, bumpers, and triggers feel especially responsive. Throughout my testing with this gamepad, I removed the stock square D-pad and replaced it with a more traditional 8-way one that you would find on the Xbox wireless controller. The level of freedom to have the setup exactly as I wanted was a novelty that still hasn't completely worn off. Functional customization is the name of the game with this controller. Included in the box are 2 additional D-pads, varying stick lengths, and octagonal gates for those analog sticks. Equally in the Victrix BFG Pro's favor is the clutch trigger mechanism. Number 4. Razer Wolverine V2. Razer is known for keyboards and mice, which remain the primary arsenal of most PC gamers. However, it also produces a line of premium, competition-ready game controllers. The Wolverine V2 is available in several flavors, including the PS5 Optimized Pro and the colorful Chroma Edition. Perhaps the strangest design choice is the placement of the option and menu buttons, which are way up at the top of the face. You get all the other Xbox buttons in their usual arrangement, including the share button that debuted with the Series X/S. There's also a button below share that, when used in concert with the D-pad, lets you control the game and chat volume for wired headphones. You can plug those in with the 3.5mm jack on the bottom edge of the Wolverine V2. The Razer Wolverine V2 has a few things going for it. For one, the mechanical buttons feel great and should remain just as precise after years of use. Maybe it's just confirmation bias, but our in-game performance was better with the Wolverine than with the stock Xbox controller. Number 3. DualSense. The DualSense is one of the best controllers Sony has ever put its name on, providing players with an even better immersive experience with the console through some superb features missed in previous generations. Even now, with the launch of the DualSense Edge, the standard variation of the controller remains one of the strongest yet. This newly textured grip also means that your controller will stay firm even if you happen to get into a particularly sweat-inducing multiplayer session. In a fan-pleasing touch, if you look closely at these little textured symbols that make up the DualSense grip, you'll discover that each side is made up of a tiny collection of the PS face button symbols. As we mentioned above, the haptic feedback is the real star of the show here. What's impressive about the tech is that somehow, haptic feedback reverberates throughout the entire controller, and the adaptive triggers are already being used in some pleasingly different ways. From colorful adventure bugsnacks transforming the right trigger into an authentically rigid camera shutter to the quiet thud of sand reverberating convincingly around the controller during Astro Playroom's Bot Beach level, this impressive tech genuinely feels exciting. The only downside with PlayStation's next-gen offering is how long you'll be able to use the DualSense. While not abysmal, the battery life is slightly disappointing, with Sony's PS5 controller only providing around 9 to 10 hours of play before you'll need to pop in the charging cable. When compared to the staggering 30 hours you get from Nintendo's brilliant Switch Pro controller, 10 hours doesn't feel like a great achievement. Number 2. Xbox Elite. Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series May 2nd have been originally designed for the Xbox One family, but right now, it's coasting onto the current generation of Xbox consoles. The controller itself is matte black, with rubberized grips covering both controller legs, unlike its successor, which only had this on the backs of the legs. On the front, there are the standard X, A, Y and B buttons, alongside the standard Xbox, Share and Menu buttons and a profile button that we will come back to. The beauty of the Series 2, however, is that there are also changeable analog sticks and D-pad buttons that you can simply pop off and replace magnetically with any of the buttons included with the controller. You can essentially change these buttons and sticks as you see fit, to create the most comfortable gaming experience for you. At the rear of the controller are 4 silver paddles, 2 on each side, and 2 switches which allow you to adjust the controller's hair trigger locks. The trigger switches have 3 settings, with each further restricting the amount of give when pulling the trigger buttons. Where the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 really shines is in its software and performance improvements. Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, Number 1 SCUF Instinct Pro. The SCUF Instinct Pro, a more expensive option, also comes with a performance grip that should stop your sweaty palms from getting in the way of those clutch moments, and hair trigger locks that shorten the travel distance of each trigger so you can fire faster. SCUF has revealed its new Instinct and Instinct Pro controller for Xbox Series X, S and PC, which gives gamers who take their online multiplayer matches seriously on Xbox consoles another tempting pad to purchase. The SCUF Instinct joins the likes of Microsoft's own Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, and features remappable paddles, replaceable thumbsticks and 3 onboard profiles so you can store your favorite configs. Oh, and it has a mic mute button, similar to that on the PS5 DualSense controller, which is very nice in games where even the finest margin can decide whether you win or lose. The SCUF Instinct and SCUF Instinct Pro will certainly play wireless plug-in for extended play. They can join the pro gaming fun.